All right, so we are back. We're heading to this mission, and then maybe to the Devil's Den. I don't know what's happening here. Let me see.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Are you Bahuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days since he was here.
I've already found Ranyek. He's dead.
May the Lord be with him.
Are you not surprised at all?
Not in the slightest.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
We can. Though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Amen, brother.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you.
Okay, so
Hey, how did you
Bahuta.
get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here, at my brother's grave.
All right, so if y'all don't remember, so when I talk to people, the Devil's Den, Bahuta, that's his name, I guess.
Henry,
He was the
are you
one that was
coming or
with
not?
them, and I guess he saw his brother get killed, and he resorted to prayer and
Is that Slavek's
the life
grave?
of a
You know my
village
brother's
monk.
name?
Aye. Kubyanka told me about you both.
Aye, we were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Don't you want to help the devil?
That's not up to me. He has to help himself. I can only pray for him.
Too bad. I was hoping I could convince you. So was the devil.
I thought you said you wanted to pray for the devil.
Oh. Aye, all right. Let's pray for him together then.
Yes, that would be best. Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui is in careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventure ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter it. Your turn now.
Right. Who taught you that?
I did. I can't read, but I learned it by listening to the priest.
Doesn't sound right. Should I try?
You're saying it wrong. Pater Noster. Qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most room. Quote, idi.
Panum.
Quote, are you serious? I won't have any. Now you're gonna get it.
There he is. Very priestly. Okay. Take down. Oh, hell yeah. Single leg. Okay.
Useless.
Should I lose to him, give him his fighting confidence back? You know, he's fighting a dude in armor. It's not going to end well. Ooh, good move.
See what you did?
Me? You're the one who attacked me. I was just defending myself.
You provoked me. It's clear you were cast in the same mold as the devil. He would also never shut up until cheers started flying. Now leave me alone. Get up. I hope no one robbed me. No, good. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
All right, well,
Bandage. Quick.
here I got one.
Oh, I hope that's enough. Scram.
Well, you can't say I didn't try. So let's head back up to the Devil's Den. I can fast travel there. We're gonna get there at nighttime. Hopefully I can get some sleep in this place. Let's talk to him.
Janos and Ada are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
Sure.
Let's have a toast to...
Toast? Nah, we get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
He's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. That I don't feel like it anymore.
God damn
No
it.
to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Leave it be. You needed men, so I got them.
Don't be modest. You saved those arseholes' hides. They won't even thank you.
Shishka's right, you ungrateful bastards. That we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To all of us.
I hope it not fuck up again soon.
To us and to Henry. He's one of us now.
I glad to drink to that.
To Henry.
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only then? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
and Ranyek is dead.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite, but it was Dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help, and he don't deserve it. What about the rest?
And Bahuta, he has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer, and the woman's. Fuck, poor bastard.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remained.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie różyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, bo się kunia, kurwa boję. Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo miejsce młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie, pięknie!
Henry, my friend, Janusz love you.
A mnie nie?
You most, my sweet other.
No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm off to my bed. I just know I'm gonna suffer in the morning.
Shame. And I was just in the right mood.
Oh, kurwa. I feel like shit.
Well, at least I didn't drink too much in this. I can't believe they locked the door out of this place. Like, how the hell am I supposed to get out? Woo, I'm like a ninja. Alright. Let's wash off. Alright, let's go talk to Han. Oh no, the devil.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Well, I still have both my shoes. I woke up in bed alone, and it wasn't even full of puke. So I suppose it was a success?
I'm jealous. At my age, a hangover is almost as bad as getting shot in the arse.
You always drink like that.
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
Okay.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Adar, and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Okay, so I got the band together. Alright. So I guess I progressed far enough in that. Let's go be a spy.
Excuse me.
Okay. So I made it. I went and sold that stuff. I'm at 2,200. good chunk of change. And let's go ahead and
I'm going
talk.
to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
Don't delay me. I'm in a hurry.
Suit yourself, but I'm warning you, if you give that kind of lip to Sir Ulrich, you'll be coming out through the door head first.
You know, gotta give the whole noble response there. Alright, let's talk to him.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Well, I just want to climb the social ladder a bit. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And could you not choose a different occasion for that?
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
Okay.
All right. That seems like a fair deal.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without...
Who's this boy?
Franter's his name. Franter Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to... Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
All right,
I'll be going then.
Just make sure...
I can pay him. If all fails, I'm down to drop 1,000 grosham. I mean, that's more than most of these people see in a lifetime, you know? No, I try to parkour out of here. Where's this guy at? How far is he? I can fast travel right there. Let's see.
You got those clothes for me?
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here.
Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly,
and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
Let me put it another way. How much do you want for your place?
Finally, some sensible talk. But it won't come cheap.
1,000?
When I count it all up, new clothes, wages, a backhander to get in there at all, not to mention the coin I'd make in other places if I could say I served the King of Hungary.
All right, here you are, you daylight robber.
To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks.
All right.
I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. From the finest leather.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take all this off. Royal Waiter's coat. Royal Waiter hose. Royal Waiter's hat. How about the shoes? Okay. I think I fit the part. Let me drop a save.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on.
So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
All right.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double.
Got it.
You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaji or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too. But more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Huh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it. Right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Okay. So I took notes. White or reds. No drinks for Sir Adam. And pork to the king with lowered eyes. Oh,
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
From it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
You there,
What
lad.
are you getting
a
at,
cup of red.
Chris?
Use that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
Come
Where
now,
did they get
waiter.
them?
I wanted red.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons
Come now,
than the
waiter.
city
I wanted
garrison.
red.
Sir.
And Herr König
Which one?
surely knows this
Monastery
too.
red.
What is...
Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down,
sorry.
and
Shut
you
that
want to
picture.
defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want?
And his army will not be here forever.
What if he heard you?
Waiter, get me
What
white.
is? We're supposed to defend it with brooms?
I'd like to
Careful.
oblige, but
You can always
not allowed.
confiscate the
This is
property of the
unbelievable.
king's enemies.
I'm sorry.
Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
Will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with
Monastery
arms
wine
crossed
here.
for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
I apologize, sir.
But then the Dörfler
and
will
quickly.
rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation.
Good,
We
sir.
shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter.
Well,
maybe we can
thank the
change his
Lord.
mind.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city.
Hey, waiter, pour me some monastery wine.
So,
Sorry,
the
sir.
cleanliness of the city
Orders
is
from
not
above.
This
what
is
it should be.
unbelievable.
The current
I apologize.
short of covering all the citizens' needs.
But we have another bathhouse here, on Hopring.
My friend Adam from the baths in Hradec district told me about it. He says it's filthy.
Nonsense. He's just envious. Bet he seized the opportunity and are lining
More
up
wine,
to bathe
Master
there.
Bailiff.
I have enough wine.
I've...
I need something from you.
There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Certainly, sir. I'll be right back.
Come back with it straight away, understood?
Have you forgotten the Black Death?
Okay.
Nice.
We don't have money to
New
spend.
silver might be.
Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
So?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens. Place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next,
Anyone want
you'll
some
want
wine?
me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree.
Okay.
What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know,
waiter! Pour me some
Gunslin
monastery
absolutely
wine.
hates him.
He can hate all he...
I'm not.
Monastery
I'm speaking
wine.
about the
Here.
Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Just a small misunderstanding.
Well, thank the Lord.
We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
Okay. I'm doing good at this.
If his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
And a full cup.
What happened there? Leave nothing
I
out.
apologize, sir.
I don't like
Which
Rutard.
way?
True.
White,
In
talk
this-
up.
Gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Good, sir.
Thank you. Sensible enough not to
Oh,
draw
they're
attention
polite.
to
Look at
himself
that.
while the king is here.
The king himself
I
will
hope
put
the
an
king
end to him. and
doesn't come
soon.
with anyone that knows who
Unless
I
he
am.
puts
I
an
fancy
end
some
to us
Tokai.
first.
Refill, boy.
Knows what he wants to.
No point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us?
Well,
Are you accusing me?
The Lord didn't bring you the wine, man. I did.
My friend, nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate
Oh, shit.
this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect
Boy,
the gentlemen
I'd
from
like
the
some
city's
white.
sword fighting school are run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Sir?
Don't hang around me.
What a dick.
We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
So, you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's
Everything
that.
in order?
Not
There are
quite,
more pressing
but I
matters
think
to
you
deal
might be
with.
able to help me.
I'm
Come
sorry.
here.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now, but if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
Why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
Wow.
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
Two.
So, let's see.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I didn't have time, sir. I have other work, too.
Your work is to fulfill the orders of the city council.
Just the eternity.
I'm sorry.
You see the pilgrimages to Settlets, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to Mokarol mining city. Why can't we build faster?
You there, lad.
Hire more craftsmen, start
Cup
with
of
night
bread.
shifts.
Don't you...
Are the experts from far off?
The innkeeper's here.
Sir?
Well,
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, mein Freund.
Hey,
Your
boy.
place is at least
Full
2
cup
steps
of
behind
monastery
mine.
wine.
A swordsmith dares to...
Monastery Red. I'm just gathering wine for people.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself...
Sir?
How dare you?
Good.
All right.
You're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Opring.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Boy,
Those
I'd like some
wrestlers
white.
upstairs, of course. People from South...
Oh, this isn't...
It has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them...
Boy, are you
Yes,
deaf
sir.
or something? Wine.
Sir?
White. Thank you.
Fucking nobles. I hope he doesn't bring anyone important that recognizes Henry. That'll be fucked. Everyone stand for the king. Look at this fucking guy. Oh shit, he has people that'll recognize me. I need to look really far away. Don't look at him. Look down. Stay looking down. Hey, at least he's nice to the waiters.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Oh, shit.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujitz parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Aww.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
That's my Hans right there. Hell yeah.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And Dollar.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malachov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Okay, meet the rabbi.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here.
Seems like a nice guy.
I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Do you want to make use of the council to improve the status of Jews in the city?
Not at all. However, we would like to give the council something it is sorely lacking.
Which is?
The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
Holy shit. My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
He's a brother?
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
Okay. Henry might have a brother of some sorts. He kind of looks royalish.
You'll see.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off.
Okay. Is Henry coming? Where is he?
have men and money to spare.
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Yost is right.
Do you have the means? I'm not going to die. Suicide.
We'll get nowhere like this. Let's adorn ourselves and try to be.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Interesting. What does he want?
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
Interesting.
Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp. It'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Okay.
I'd rather discuss those alliances sober.
Godwin has a major role in this. This is kind of cool.
Nobody has to...
I'd like to check your horses out.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to harass my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up.
God
then.
damn it.
What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now, we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him.
Oh,
Lost
shit.
everything, and then
I feel bad.
came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
You don't know which end
You're
of
fast.
that thing is off.
That was sneaky.
Is he done?
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Left arm lower.
Ooh. Not bad for a priest.
Cover your right side. You've got a gap there. I can
Did they
drive
teach you
a
that in the
car
seminary?
Godwin's just tearing him apart.
Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your arse.
I feel like Godwin learned a lot of his dueling from his dad, because his dad's like a lord, you know?
Look at my eyes, not at my sword. What's wrong with
was
your
sneaky.
legs?
Enough! That will do. My God. Why did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son
Oh,
let him down.
God.
And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
Oh,
The
shit.
first time he took me hunting. He let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that?
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
That was cool. All right. That was a good moment. I did kick his ass. Showed him what it's all about. I need to wash up before I go talk to people. Can I do that here? I won't get any cleaner. So I guess Godwin
Look out.
Godwin has like a immunity to getting dirty. This is cool. Alright, let's go talk to the other guy. I did kick his ass in a sword fight.
Too hard.
Sir Butcher, I need to speak with you.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips. Someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men at arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men at arms is a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top, only in order to get there. We need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Ruta.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the animals.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain, too, eh? On the other hand, the lords of Lanka have a good reputation, and Harish can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I don't think Hans is going to go with it.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our lives.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Harish is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to turn north to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
I'm going to talk to Hans about this. Just because I'm a good guy. I don't want to trap him into a marriage. Let's see this. Where's he at? Where's his yellow fucking outfit? There he is.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense.
I'd better slow down, or I won't live to see the morning.
What can...
I think he thought I was joking, but...
Take a look at that.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? My Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Hitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishop?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. And let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you! And to your parlaying skills!
Okay. Well, that works. Hans, I tried telling you, man. You thought it was a joke.
Jesus Christ. Sir Bocek, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservation.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality.
Cheers to the...
Here's to a...
Okay.
Godwin, we didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Let's talk about Henry.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child.
Oh, that's amazing.
No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, it doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord. What are you expecting from today's gathering?
Good for Divish.
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Okay. Interesting. Get support of Anna from Waldstein. Where is she at? Where is this Anna? Oh, there she is.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
You manage large estates. In return for your generosity, we offer you protection.
I've managed quite well up to now, taking care of my own resources. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Harman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
Okay, Godwin has to do some mild robbery. Okay, let's go talk to her.
You, unlike this pack.
Okay, I can't talk to them about it.
I've got those papers.
Quiet!
Milady, with all the... Here they are.
You're more capable than...
You're welcome.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady.
Yes, quite.
How could...
And to the six...
Okay. Let's talk to him.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them? Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
Okay.
New alliances have been formed, and I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of the but we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yay!
How are we to raise an army? Wasn't it clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now
Look at his face! Look at it! He's having just a straight panic attack. Look at it! He's ready to have like a fucking heart attack. Oh my god.
We'll set out immediately. God willing, we will be back in 3 weeks, along with an army.
How's Hans look? Okay. That was great. Hans's face just made that whole entire thing worth it. Where's my hat? I had a fancy waiter hat. Where the hell did it go?
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties.
Hang on 1 second. Okay.
We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry.
Son of a bitch.
And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt. Be not perhaps too harsh on them. And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, rightfully so.
I could take him out now.
Councillors, they need to be shown their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad.
Don't look at me, man.
he would be intolerably self-satisfied.
Is he raising his
If he knew we
eyebrows?
had heeded him.
Can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if... Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemy... mercenaries. They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to going now. Thank you.
So how bullshit is
It
this,
a good
man?
deal. If our father
This
were
is the
still
king?
alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas
Is he
reign
eyeing me
brought
up?
us. With a single word, he would have put
What are you
the
looking at?
nobility in their place, and the country would flourish.
Don't nudge me with your shoulder.
God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odoric, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them.
Look
but there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty.
I think Jobst.
Maybe. But first I'll have to... The threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
I could take them both out right now. Knock the guy out to the right, grab the halberd,
But the wine is
or the poleaxe. I can do it. Yeah, I could poison the king right now. I can fucking
and
do
to
it.
your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, you need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, von Berghoff made his meetings and helped follow me. Alderac won't get you in water.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odoric, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got my vision.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer.
For the king, red wine.
No.
Bush Falls. Others.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
We could use it to raise this town hall.
Not so fast. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid tool. Warning necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Am I dismissed? Everyone's partying. What a good day. Do I have a...
The roast was... Your name is unpronounceable.
How'd you like a wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out.
Best barrels? Mon ami,
My
this
friend.
wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain.
Baron Vaku... Damn it. Your name is unpronounceable.
Are you in need of something, my wild friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. So, to brighter tomorrow. Touching. Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little.
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only, there's nothing to... Fuck.
I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Find a jug of wine.
Having a good time?
It's a fucking bore.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food. Even a few females worth the seeing. Well, let's have a game.
For coin.
Let's make it 50.
Nice. If I'd known you had that.
Can I even see the die? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, Godwin. Come on. Oh god. I just need 300 to win. Ooh. He might win this. All right, 300. That's all I need. 1, 2, 3. I'll take the 1. This is really hard to see.
Want to roll some dice? Sure. I don't... Oh, you can stuff yourself enough here to laugh.
And let's drink to the future of Lady Yitka. May her marriage to Lord Capon bring her happiness.
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Jobst. He sorted out things here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I... But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with them. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my company.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. It'll be at our castle, Potstein, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
Ah, but there are... I'd bet my right arm...
What? In Rattay? Well, I ought to look into that then.
Deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
God be with you.
Where's the good booze? I'm guessing it's gonna be in the cellar. I think if I enter this, go down here. Oh, I can't see anything. This is a mission of life or death. That's milk.
The rat'll be good.
All right. Ah, shit. Fuck. Am I gonna have to fight like this? Alright. Look at Christopher.
Hey! Hey! That one's had it!
Okay. I guess I have to protect the guy in the green here. Okay, I was on the perfect side for that counter, and it didn't recognize it.
And now I'll smash your other arm! You haven't a chance! Drive those horses out! Not it!
Okay. I protected Christopher. Second attempt, I'll take it. Oh, Henry heard about the plan. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. I got a lot of shit to equip. Wounding arrow, wounding bolt, lead ball. Okay. I'm all ready.
Quick!
Go help your friends. Alright, Henry to the rescue.
Whoa! Whoa! I'll sort you out nice now, I'll show you. Do it!
Okay, I was clicking it. Why didn't it count as a fucking strike?
He's had it. Get the fucking out! He's had it. See what you made of.
I'll beat you. Bloody done here.
All right.
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone all right?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
I was standing a few steps from von Aulitz when he told Sigismund I was pouring them wine, and had to listen to how Sigismund was going to give him Raborsch. It was a horrible feeling, not being able to do anything about it.
And what could you possibly do?
Kill them. Both of them.
My fingers would itch too.
Was there any knife lying around? Or at least a fork?
Do you know what that would cause?
The war would end.
But at what cost? After Sigismund's death, his army would be cut loose. They'd ransack the city and kill anyone in their way.
Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised?
Well, shit.
Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we?
I'll do it.
Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible.
Anyway, we've got work to do.
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning.
I don't need any more money. I could loot all of this and get so much money.
This is a nightmare.
Good to see you.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, not all of her. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready.
Okay. Let's go. Samuel and the rabbi. Where is he?
You should not come here.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us. I talked to Godwin.
I didn't want to skip the one before
know
this.
each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Godwin can say whatever he wants. I'm not going to go into it. We've got work to do.
Very well. What work, then?
This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
Let's not waste time.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but...
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too?
Of course.
Let's go then.
Borekata Adonai Eloheinu, melech ha'olam.
Oh, I gotta get on the wagon. There we go.
Hey, Resh. Can we go any faster?
Settle down, son.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. And I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't you worry. These are some sturdy hands. I promise we will save you, Ma. No one will touch a single hair on her beautiful hand.
What the hell are you babbling about?
What? Oh, I'm imagining she's pretty. It makes me more willing to put my neck on the line for her.
Stop with the nonsense already. All of you, I beg you.
Jesus. I was just trying to lighten the mood. We might all kick the bucket in a short while. Well, what about you, Henry? Why are you so quiet?
You should give it a try yourself. You might get a taste for it.
Fine then. Let's all sit here with our mouths shut for the entire trip, aye? Anyway, can't you make the horses go a little faster, Grandpa? If this carries on, somebody's going to start sobbing.
We really should pick up the pace.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sherwin.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
Okay.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
I would be happier if we could do.
We all would, lad. But
I'm gonna go ahead and refill this.
as punishment for our many sins.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure this is reloaded once we get up here.
I heard something.
Move. I'm not gonna wait. I'm guessing this is the way. Oh, fuck. Nope.
This trapdoor should be closed, shouldn't it? Maybe I better go and take a look upstairs to make sure there's nothing going on there.
Go up to him and tell him I'm leaving.
Aye, that ain't a good idea. I knew a bloke who tried that. Go to Eris. Mine. But never saw him come out.
Search the whole place, they say. Bring any important-looking documents. How the fuck should I know what an important document looks like?
So I am.
Oh, shit. Wait for Jacob outside the inn. Let's do it. Oh, these poor people. This is some bullshit. Downstairs. Where's the exit to this place?
Baruch
Alright.
Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Hamardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
There'll be plenty of time for that later.
I'm sure Mum is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come,
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
All right. Where's Samuel's mother? Is she in here?
Oh, Himmel! What's the matter?
Don't worry, Mom. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry. Do you remember Martin, the blacksmith?
Of course I do.
I'm his...
Was sagst du?
Sam told me that...
Watch out! More are coming!
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyard. Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Oh, fuck. Stay there, ma'am. Alright, I'm gonna use the bow.
For the yards! Hilf! Help us! Hilf! Help us! That is you to the left!
Please leave her alone, or what? Get it!
Okay.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. For the house.
Come on, then!
I'm fine. But what about you, mein Kind?
I'm still
Okay.
alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
Alright, let me lead the way. This sucks. Oh, they're just killing everyone. Oh, look at that little smug fuck. Holy shit.
Cover your head, dammit! Hell is waiting, you bastard! Let him have it! True blood!
Ever I've seen one.
Fuck you! Pray to Jesus for mercy! Fuck you! Come on! Drinker!
Hey, get him!
I need a hand here.
This one's mine. Keeping you. More of us.
And you'll get another right away. Right.
Oh, this is cool.
Go to hell.
No. That was fucking cool. Oh, shit.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Don't worry. Even if that happens, we'll be...
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
Don't mention it.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, boy. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but... do you think we could talk about Martin?
Right now? Well, all right then. How is Martin actually?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma. Oh. They both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
Well, I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went Schlag auf Schlag.
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is Isur Deoreisa. Forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other. Until one day, I was ugore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. So I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I'll keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. But what are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourself, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut this one here. Wait, where's Zika? Oh, he's not too far. He's all the way up there. All right, so let's fast travel up there. But yeah, this has been pretty fun. I've only written towards kind of the end, maybe? I don't know. Still a lot of side quests to do. A Wayfarer.
Kicking, you piece of shit!
Buddy, you don't want to do this.
Show your stuff! We're going to...
Show what you made of! You haven't a chance, bastard! You won't get away with that, bastard! Enough! I give up!
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
I surrender!
Get going!
You'll never see me again! Thank you, lad.
Thank you, buddy.
Heel.
Where's he at? Hearing to fish. There he is.
Look what I have for you.
Look what you got. Aww. Well, there's not one for me, but it's okay. Let's go, dog. Okay, so that'll be the holy shit words. That'll be the end of this one. And next time we're gonna talk to Zika. I just got ran over by a horse. All right.